Most couponers walk out of the store believing they just scored the best deal. Bags full, coupons clipped, a rush of satisfaction, until they realize something's been quietly draining their savings for months. It isn't the price of groceries or missing coupons. It's a single overlooked detail hiding in plain sight, printed right on every receipt. Every week, shoppers leave behind free cash, missed offers, and even bonus rewards, simply because they never spot the tiny clues that stores don't want you to notice. The worst part? Even the most experienced bargain hunters are making this mistake, losing out on hundreds of dollars a year without ever knowing it. What's really costing couponers more than anything else isn't found in the aisles or on a store's website. It's buried deep in the checkout slip they toss in the trash. And the longer it's ignored, the more it adds up, slowly, silently, and completely avoidable. There's a reason cashiers never mention it. There's a reason stores print it in small, faded type. And once you see it, you'll wonder how you missed it every single time. Today, we're exposing the one receipt detail that's quietly robbing couponers blind, and why fixing it could put hundreds of dollars back in your pocket before your next grocery run. But the secret isn't where you think, and it's about to change the way you shop forever. Most shoppers only glance at the total on their receipt and move on. But buried within those rows of numbers is a line item that stores would rather you ignore. It doesn't shout for your attention. Sometimes it's coded, sometimes it's just a brief note or an abbreviation that looks meaningless. But this is exactly where the real money leaks start. Retailers often print little indicators that show whether a coupon actually went through, if a bonus offer applied, or if you missed out on an exclusive deal without even realizing. It's easy to brush past lines that read offer pending, rewards not applied, or eligible item. Yet each of these cryptic phrases can mean cash or rewards that slipped right through your fingers. For example, some stores flag unclaimed digital offers you qualified for but didn't scan, or rewards you could have used on the spot. Instead, they just sit there, quietly unredeemed, waiting for someone who actually notices. Most shoppers walk away, never knowing they left money on the table. The reason these line items are so easy to miss? They blend in perfectly with the rest of the receipt, buried among barcodes, product codes, and small print. By the time you spot them, it's often too late to claim what's yours. But that's just the beginning, because receipts aren't just showing you what you paid. They're also revealing exactly what you didn't get. And that's where the real surprises start to appear. Most people focus on the grand total, never bothering to read the fine print scattered throughout their receipt. Hidden among the product codes and prices, there's often a line item so subtle you'd never spot it unless you knew exactly what to look for. Sometimes it's just a tiny note, something like offer not applied, pending reward, or a strange code that means nothing at first glance. But for couponers, this single line can mean the difference between a good deal and hundreds of dollars lost every year. Retailers don't advertise these details. In fact, they hope you'll be too distracted or rush to notice. These hidden lines show up when a digital coupon fails, a promotion slips by, or a reward doesn't register. If you're not reading closely, you might assume your discount went through, when in reality, the store system quietly skipped it. Sometimes receipts even flag special offers or unclaimed rewards you qualified for but didn't redeem. Most shoppers never realize these silent opportunities existed, walking out with less than they deserved. It's no accident this information gets tucked into the smallest, most cluttered part of your receipt. Stores know most people never look twice. But that's only the start, because the next detail reveals just how much more you could be missing. With so many shoppers switching to digital coupons and store apps, receipts have quietly become a scoreboard for missed savings. Most people assume that if they clipped an offer online or scanned their loyalty card, every discount will apply automatically. But receipts tell a different story. Nestled right after your list of purchases, you'll often find a breakdown of which digital coupons actually registered and, more importantly, which ones didn't. It's shockingly common for a clipped coupon to vanish due to a technical error, a product mismatch, or a glitch in the system. When this happens, the receipt is usually the only place you'll see a record of what failed to process. Lines like coupon not applied, offer expired, or even a simple dash where a discount should appear are silent warnings that money just slipped through the cracks. For many shoppers, these losses go completely unnoticed. They think they scored a deal, but their receipt quietly says otherwise. What most couponers don't realize is that by catching these mistakes right away, you can often get credit on the spot or request a price adjustment before leaving the store. Ignoring this digital trail means letting your savings disappear, sometimes for reasons as small as a single barcode not scanning. But even the most attentive shoppers miss something even sneakier, a small detail that's hiding in plain sight, just waiting to drain your wallet even further. Towards the bottom of every receipt, tucked beneath the usual jumble of dates and codes, lurks a detail that quietly robs couponers week after week. Expiring credits, reward balances, and bonus coupons often appear here. Sometimes as a string of numbers, other times as a warning in tiny type: expire soon, use by next visit, or final redemption date. Most shoppers miss these messages completely. They rush out of the store, never noticing that the clock is already ticking on the points or discounts they've just earned. Stores count on this. The truth is, companies know the majority of rewards will never be redeemed simply because customers forget or never realize a deadline is coming. This expiry trap isn't just a gentle reminder. It's a calculated way to make you feel like you're getting more while quietly banking on you leaving value behind. Even seasoned couponers who obsess over clipping and scanning can lose out, all because a crucial date slipped by unnoticed at the bottom of a slip of paper. Every unclaimed dollar and unused reward goes right back to the store's bottom line, not yours. And as you'll see, this isn't the only way stores are profiting from what you don't see. Because missing deadlines is just one piece of the puzzle. The next hidden threat could be costing you money before you even leave the checkout lane. Every seasoned couponer knows the sting of a deal gone wrong. But what most miss is how often price errors slip right through the cracks, disguised as harmless line items on their receipt. Hidden among the itemized list, a single product might show up twice, or a sale price quietly disappears, replaced by the full amount. These mistakes aren't always easy to spot, and stores rarely point them out. Double scanning is more common than most people think, especially during busy hours or self-checkout rush. A quick beep, a distracted moment, and suddenly you're paying for two when you only picked up one. The only place to catch this? Buried in the sea of small print on your receipt. Price errors are just as sneaky. Promotional signs in the aisle promise a discount, but the register rings up the regular price. Unless you read your receipt line by line, you'd never notice the difference, until your wallet feels lighter than expected. For shoppers who skip this step, the losses add up fast. A few dollars here, a missed sale there, and by the end of the year, you've lost far more than you ever saved with coupons. But the next section uncovers an even more surprising leak. One that rewards programs are hoping you'll never check. Loyalty programs are supposed to reward you for coming back, but the reality is often far less generous than it seems. Each receipt acts as a silent report card for your rewards if you're paying close attention. Somewhere near the bottom or in a special reward summary section, you'll see your point balance, earned bonuses, and even messages about missing activity. This is where mistakes love to hide. Points don't always add up like they should. Maybe a bonus event wasn't credited, or your purchase didn't trigger a promised reward. Sometimes a simple system glitch leaves your hard-earned points hanging in limbo, unclaimed and unnoticed. If you're not checking your receipt, you'll never catch these discrepancies. Stores certainly won't tell you. Many shoppers assume the system is flawless, but those tiny numbers and warnings quietly reveal the truth. Missed credits, untracked purchases, and forgotten bonuses. A year's worth of these little errors can erase the benefits of an entire loyalty program. It's all too easy to miss, especially if you only check the total at the top and toss the slip away. But hidden below, there's often one last section that contains a secret windfall, if you know where to look next. There's a world of savings that never makes it onto store shelves or flashy advertisements, because some of the most lucrative deals are printed right on your receipt and nowhere else. These receipt-only rebates and promotions are the retailer's quietest secrets. Brands know only a handful of shoppers ever notice them. It might be a line mentioning a mail-in rebate, offer, a website link, or a special code for a free product or entry into a sweepstakes. Blink and you'll miss it. These offers are usually squeezed between loyalty summaries or printed in tiny type at the very end. The message is subtle, and for good reason. The fewer people who claim these deals, the more money stores and brands keep in their pockets. Most couponers don't even realize they've qualified for cashback, gift cards, or bonus products. The instructions are often vague, requiring you to register online or mail in your receipt within a short window. It's a test of attention, and missing this small print is exactly what companies count on. While you may have scored a stack of coupons, the real jackpot might be hiding in these overlooked offers. And there's still one last receipt detail that almost everyone ignores, a detail that could finally tip the balance back in your favor. For years, even the most experienced couponers thought they had every angle covered. They collected circulars, stacked deals, and memorized price cycles, believing no receipt could hold any secrets from them. But almost all missed one tiny, unremarkable detail. One that silently siphoned away their hard-earned savings trip after trip. The overlooked culprit? A single phrase that shows up more often than you'd ever imagine. Coupon rejected, offer not applied, or missed discount. Sometimes it appears as a faint, abbreviated note wedged between product codes. Other times, it's buried at the very end of the receipt in font so small you'd need a squint to read it. It looks technical, harmless, nothing that would jump out to anyone who isn't searching for it. But for couponers, this is the line that changes everything. Let's take a real example. One dedicated shopper, let's call her Marcia, had always prided herself on stretching every dollar. She'd saved thousands over the years using digital coupons and loyalty apps, and assumed she knew every trick in the book. But after hearing rumors in an online couponing group about rejected coupon lines hidden on receipts, she decided to take a closer look. After her next grocery run, Marcia did something most shoppers never do. Instead of tossing her receipt, she read it line by line. That's when she spotted it. A tiny offer not applied printed beside a $5 detergent coupon she'd clipped in her app the night before. She knew she'd bought the right brand and size. So why hadn't the discount shown up at checkout? Curious, she took her receipt and her phone straight to the customer service counter. At first, the clerk brushed her off, claiming everything looked normal. But Marcia pointed directly at the line on her slip, explaining she had proof she'd clipped the coupon. After a quick check in the system, the store manager discovered the coupon had failed to register due to a system glitch. A technical hiccup that left unnoticed would have cost Marcia $5. Now, that might seem like a small loss, but for someone who shops every week with multiple coupons, these missed offers add up fast. Over the next month, Marcia started reading every receipt and found 2 more discounts that hadn't applied. Each time, she brought the issue to customer service and received immediate credits or cash refunds. Money she would have lost forever if she'd ignored those cryptic notes. And Marcia wasn't alone. Across online forums and social media, couponers began sharing their own stories. Digital deals that didn't apply, promotions that expired seconds before checkout, and loyalty bonuses that mysteriously disappeared, all revealed by a single overlooked phrase printed quietly on their receipts. The real shock is how many people never bother to look. Most shoppers trust the system and walk away, assuming every deal worked as promised. Stores and brands know this. That's why these warnings are hidden in plain sight, technical enough to blend in, subtle enough to avoid attention, but clear enough to give savvy shoppers a fighting chance. What's truly surprising isn't just the money lost, but the realization that a few seconds of reading can change everything. Those who make it a habit to check for missed offers or coupon not applied, lines often recover hundreds of dollars over time. Savings that add up far beyond what you'll ever find in a weekly ad. So next time you shop, take a closer look before tossing that slip away. It could reveal more about your savings and the game stores play than any coupon you'll ever clip. And for the couponers who finally start reading between the lines, it's like unlocking a whole new level of savings, one receipt at a time. Most shoppers grab their bags and hurry out, never giving a second thought to the small print slipping from their hands. It's easy to assume the system will catch every discount, every reward, every dollar you're owed. But the truth is, the tiny details that quietly decide your savings are the very ones almost everyone ignores. That's how stores get away with it. They count on you being busy, distracted, or just too trusting to scan for those overlooked notes and missed offers. Receipts become nothing more than clutter until you realize how much money was hiding there all along. The difference between the couponers who save big and those who settle for less isn't about luck or secret hacks. It's about paying attention to the quiet signals the store hopes you'll miss. But here's the good news. You can change this today. Every time you pause and look for those hidden details, you take back control of your savings. Those small habits, checking for errors, catching missed rewards, spotting silent offers, add up to hundreds, even thousands over time. It's not about obsessing over every cent, but about making sure you get what you've earned. Your efforts to stay sharp, stay curious, and keep learning are what set you apart. Every receipt is a new chance to spot something others overlook, to turn a simple slip of paper into found money. If you've learned something new today, share your own stories or questions below. What's the biggest surprise you found on a receipt? Your experiences inspire others and help us build a community of smarter, savvier shoppers. And if this helped you see your shopping routine in a whole new light, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with a friend. Your support means the world and helps us keep bringing you secrets that stores would rather you never find out. Thanks for being here, and remember, sometimes the smallest detail can make the biggest difference. See you in the next video.